What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 8 of the UFC podcast. What the fuck am I even talking about? What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 8 of the MoJo MMA show. I'm your host, Mo. Here's my boy, Joe. And today we're going to recap UFC 292 and go on to make our picks for UFC, Mexico City night? I know it's not in Mexico City, but it's fucking for Mexico Independence Day. Anyways, and new. Oh, fuck. Wow, this is probably like the most unpredictable champion of the current era. Like, who the fuck would have thought that? Yeah, sure, pal. Sean Stickland dominates Israel Adesanya, and I was so surprised from the first knockdown. I was like, please just knock him out, please. Oh, and he was getting it, and I was like, no. Oh, and then when it went to the second round, I got back nervous again. First knockdown, I was and it's so crazy that Israel Adesanya goes from being one of the cockiest UFC champions of all time. Just, everything that he does in his fights, everything he does after, everything he does leading up to it. He's just cocky through and through. And then in this one, you can see his fucking soul left his body. He fucking wasn't fighting back. He was just, fuck it, let the time run out. Doesn't do the press conference. Oh my goodness, that guy's broken.
Pressure fighter, 1-2 guy, but it was just insane to see that the styles of these two fighters meet, and Strickland's just completely cancel out every single strike Adesanya threw.
Yeah, that's so crazy. If you look at all the champions and you think who's the most beatable, you probably think these most recent two, both of the Seans.
What?
You don't think so?
I don't think Sean Strickland. There's no fighter.
Cannonier. He just lost to Cannonier.
Oh my God, he beat Cannonier. First of all, he beat Cannonier. Go rewatch it. That fight was not really that good, but he beat Cannonier.
Robert Whittaker, I don't know. Dracus du Plessis is gonna be a fun one. I don't know if Robert Whittaker beats him. Robert Whittaker looks broken too. The whole fucking continent's broken.
I don't know what fight they make next. I would say Dracus du Plessis, but I don't think Dracus has a gas tank or I don't think he has anything to offer Strickland except for that power punch. He's known for making fights sloppy and kind of crazy, but you've seen what happened with Adesanya and Strickland, and you've seen just about every fighter that's fought Strickland. No one could impose their game plan against him. He's just a very technical, very defensively sound. I don't really know anyone that could offer up anything, especially if you think of I remember thinking, okay, after the last Sean Strickland's last fight against a bus, I was just thinking, I was like, man, I don't know if they give him a title shot after that, because it was kind of like it was a good fight, but it was a new guy. And then I was thinking he had to fight Robert Whittaker, and I was just thinking, like, how is Robert Whittaker, like, after seeing that, how does Robert Whittaker have anything to offer him? Because Robert Whittaker is kind of like a fight at distance and then attack kind of guy, kind of like Yoel Romero. He kind of just sits back and waits, and then attacks. I don't think, if you think about that matchup, Robert Whittaker doesn't really seem like to have anything to offer Strickland on the feet, at least, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know what the hell Robert Whittaker can do at this point. That guy's went from one of my favorite fighters to I don't even want to see him fight again. He can retire for all I care.
I still love him.
But I do too. But I think Sean Strickland's super beatable. I think Sean O'Malley's super beatable. But anyways, let's stick on topic. UFC 292. What an upset. I definitely did not expect it. I knew he had a chance going into it, but I thought it was like a puncher's chance, like that first round. Did not expect him to go in there and just impose his will on Adesanya through all rounds. The only round that he lost was round 2.
That's questionable. Yeah, it wasn't really like it wasn't really a solid round for either guy. So
I don't know. I think it was a good round for Adesanya. All right, let's see. UFC 293, Alexander Volkov, another dominant fight on this card. Alexander Volkov submits Tai Tuivasa 4 minutes and 37 seconds to the second round. I told you.
Yeah. Whoever had him for a submission definitely made some money on that.
Absolutely.
Because not a lot of people are expecting that. Honestly, I expected it to be a sloppy fight for Tai. But Tai always finds a way to get it done. I thought he would be able to get it done, but he didn't. Volkov was just so technically sound, and his distance management was just too good for Tai. He looked really good.
Yeah, absolutely. He looked really, really good. He was getting in and out. He didn't get caught one time, and he was just the punches were doing damage too. It's not like he had some jabs land. Like everything getting do was busting his face up. He had some good body shots, and then ends up getting to the ground, and he just got full mount and got the submission. He tried a bunch of submissions, and then one finally stuck.
Yeah, honestly, Tai didn't fight a bad fight. He looked good. It's the distance. The distance between the two of them, it was insane. It was hard for Tai to really get anything off. But that calf kick of Tai, that was good. Tai showed some improvement, but I think if Tai fights a more technically sound fight, he rounds out some of his defense. I guess it's just a hard fight for Tai Tuivasa to win. I don't think he's on like a 3-4 fight losing streak. I don't think he's done. I think he's just had some really bad matchups. You look at the guys he fought and he lost to. You got Pavlovich, you got Gane, and now Volkov. All of these guys are top elite fighters. So I think in another time, Tai comes back and he could beat Volkov. But who do you think's next for Tai?
Oh man, you have to give him. Oh, maybe even like a Sergey, not Pavlovich. Hell no, not again. A Sergey Spivak. You know, someone.
Knock his head off.
Yeah. Go ahead and get him out of the UFC. All right, but next fight, probably absolutely fight of the fucking night. Manel Kape versus Felipe dos Santos, and man, I wish last week's podcast uploaded, man, because you were talking about it. You're like, I don't know, with this new guy, we don't know what he brings. He might be durable, and sure enough, that motherfucker was out there fucking looked phenomenal. He was throwing, he was landing. His defense was pretty good for fighting Manel Kape, and he ate everything. Fucking has a chin of fucking steel.
Yeah, it sucks that his first fight had to be against such a good guy like King Kape.
Is it such a bad thing?
No, it's. I don't think it's a good thing, honestly. For the fans and for everyone else, and for the fans and everyone, it's a good thing for him because now everyone knows this kid's a savage. But then for the UFC, if he beats Kape, he's shot up to the top, and he's got to fight some super good guys, super quick.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see his next fight. I'm definitely gonna watch his next fight. This kid's good.
Exactly. That's like this guy's like the almost somewhat like Diego Lopez. Just comes on the scene, expect him to get murdered, and bam, puts up a good showing. So hopefully this next fight, and he was slated to fight on the Contender Series. Imagine that went through. Jeez, that would have been a good fight. And this next fight, I don't know why you didn't put your fucking house on it. Justin Tafa by round 1 knockout against Austin Lane.
This is my biggest favorite on the whole card was Tafa by knockout, especially round 1. I went back and I was watching Austin Lane's fights before this, and he gets caught on the chin. I don't know why he does like this, like lunging in where he just leaves his chin wide open. And Tafa found his chin quick. Yeah.
Yeah, it was brutal for me. I thought Austin Lane, just him being so big and tall, I thought he was going to do what Volkov did, be in and out. But I guess you were right, and his striking is not technical enough for that. Leaves his chin out there to get caught, and it got found, all right?
Yeah.
All right, so now we can move on to UFC Mexico Independence Day. It's in Las Vegas. And what can I say? It's not a bad card. Definitely something good to watch. But let's see. Where do you want to start?
I want to start on one of the best fights of the night.
You mean the best fight of the night?
The middleweight fight between Roman Kopylov and Josh Frim.
Yeah, that is.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that is a good one. Like I didn't notice it until recently. I was like, oh shit, Kopylov's on here. I didn't see him on the card. It's because I had only looked at the main card at that time, and I was like, why is he in the prelims? And he's not even the feature prelim. He's, that's ridiculous against Josh Frim, who just fought a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, this fight. I mean, it's gonna be good for the fans because we're gonna get to witness Kopylov murder someone in there, but it's not gonna be good for Josh Frim. I don't know why the hell. So Kopylov was supposed to fight someone else, wasn't he? Yeah, Josh Frim stepped up. I don't show on here who he was actually supposed to fight. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't see it on here. I'll fight.
It was a short notice fight though. Josh Frim stepped up to fight Kopylov. I don't know anyone anywhere with his abilities that would step up to fight Kopylov. He's one of the scariest dudes in the middleweight division, especially after watching Kopylov's last fight, his last knockout.
Right.
Oh my God, that was one of the hardest. I thought his head flew into the crowd. He knocked out Punahele Soriano.
Yep.
He knocked out. Oh my God, this guy is good. This guy is.
Alessio De Chirico.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's like good fighter after good fighter. I mean, I don't know about you, but this is my favorite bet of the whole card is Kopylov by murder.
Yeah, me too. Remember I told you, I said I have one bet on this whole card that I'm so confident in, but he is a huge favorite. This is what I was talking about. I think Frem goes out there and fucking gets murdered. He's not that good. He's only fought trash cans, and his last showing was fucking terrible. He won, but goodness, he looked so bad in there. He couldn't get a finish to save his life.
Yeah, all he did last fight was go out there just to win. If he goes out there like that against Kopylov just to win, Kopylov's gonna find his chin with a kick, a knee, elbow. I'm guessing a head kick from hell, probably, because if Josh Frim goes out there and tries to fight the same fight he fought last time, this is gonna be a terrible fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, on that fight, absolutely, I'm taking Kopylov probably inside the distance.
Yeah.
All right, next fight. We can go ahead and go to the main card. First fight on the card. We have Fernando Padilla versus Kyle Nelson, which honestly I think is actually probably going to be a really good fight.
Yeah, I honestly don't know much about either of those guys besides Kyle Nelson goes out there to fight. I don't remember ever seeing Fernando Padilla fighting.
Yeah, so he had his UFC debut back in April. And he TKO'd Julian Erosa. So.
Wow, that's impressive. That's actually really impressive. I don't know how the hell I can't remember him off the top of my head. I'll let you take over for that fight though, because I don't know much.
Yeah, so Fernando, if you look back on his record, you see he's fought some pretty good guys outside of the UFC. He fought and lost to Dan Ige back in the day, but he lost a decision. This was back in 2017, so yeah, way long ago. His last loss was to Spike Carlisle, and that was back in 2019. But yeah, since then he's on a 3-fight win streak, one in the UFC, which is the decision win over Julian Erosa. And I like this kid. Yeah, I like this kid, especially over Kyle Nelson. Kyle Nelson comes to fight, like you said, but he's not Nothing special. He had a win over Blake Builder in his last fight, but wasn't impressed. Blake Builder looked like absolute garbage. I had him in that fight, and he just looked terrible from the beginning. Then he had a draw with Duho Choi. He's in the Hall of Fame for one of the greatest fights ever. Lost to Jai Herbert. Lost to Billy Q. And then he had a win over Marco Polo Reyes. And before that, 2 more losses in the UFC. So in the UFC, he is 2-4-1. Yeah, he comes to fight, but he comes to lose. And I think they set this Mexican up well to win. So I'm going to go ahead and take Fernando. What about you?
Yeah, I can't really speak much on experience. I'm going to take Fernando in this one, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, yeah. Next fight on the card, we have Daniel Zellhuber versus Christos Giagos. You look at this fight and you hear those names and you're like, oh yeah, Christos he's the Mexican that they got on this card to represent. It's actually the other way around.
Daniel.
It's fucking Daniel. Yeah, exactly. But if you look back on both of these guys' records, they're both pretty good. Like I see this one being a banger too. Daniel, Golden Boy Mexican, is coming off a win over Lando Venata, which is a pretty impressive thing. And then before that, he had a loss to Trey Ogden, but it was a decision. So, and then honestly, I'm pretty high on Christos. He looks like a good fighter. He's 20-10. He's been in the UFC a while now. Last win was over Ricky Glenn by knockout, and his last 2 losses are against super good athletes, Thiago Moises and Armin Sarukian.
Yeah, if you look at his record, he has a lot of losses and everything, but you look back at who he fought. He fought some really good guys. Armin Sarukian, he fought
Josh Emmett. He fought Charlize.
Yeah, I think the reason why they kept him in the UFC for so long, though, is because he's a savage. He goes out there and he fights. But Daniel Zellhuber, he's a very good technical striker. He's very, very well-rounded, and he's young. This fight, I'm expecting Zellhuber to go out. It to be a stand-up fight, first of all, because both these guys are going to go out there and let him bang. But Giagos, I see him going out there and trying to impose his kind of crazy fighting style on Zellhuber. But Zellhuber's got a really good he's got really good technique. So I think that and a reach disadvantage for Giagos. Holy crap! I just saw that the distance between these two. 77-inch reach for Zellhuber and 71.5 for Christos Giagos. This fight, I think that Daniel Zellhuber is going to go out there and kind of just keep it at range and kind of make it a point fight, maybe a decision win for Zellhuber.
Yeah, when you look at the fight, I thought that when looking at the records and everything that Giagos would be the favorite, but Zellhuber is actually a minus 290 favorite on this, and so.
Yeah, that's not. I wouldn't really bet that because I don't know. He's kind of new.
Yeah. So in this fight, I'm actually gonna take Christos in this at a plus 235.
That's not a bad one.
All right, next fight we have your boy.
Wow. My boy.
Yeah, it is. Raul Rosas Jr. versus Terrence Mitchell. And this fight, I am so confused at the odds. Have you seen them?
Yeah, it's insane.
That's insane.
Oh
minus 750 favorite for Raul Rosas Jr. against Terrence Mitchell, who's not even a bad fighter. Like, he fought Jay Perrin? Okay, I understand. And then he goes out and fights, what's his name?
Cameron Simon?
No. I'm talking about Rosas. He just fought and lost to, what's Christian Gonzalez? Is that his name? Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, Christian Rodriguez. Yeah. Christian Rodriguez. And he got whooped in that fight. You know, he got exposed. Exactly. Yeah, that's the word to use, is exposed. Yeah, he did not look good. He looked young. He looked 18 years old. And, yeah, he's coming back in a fight. And I thought they would give him maybe a warm-up fight or, you know, someone not on this level. But I think Terrence Mitchell's a pretty good fucking fighter. You know, he was 14 wins, 3 losses, my bad. And yeah, so his first fight in the UFC, they fucking put him against this savage Cameron Simon. I don't know if they're bringing him in here to feed him to the wolves, but I don't think that's what's going to happen in this one. I think Terrence Mitchell might get it done. So one of the odds that I see and I do like is Terrence Mitchell to cover the spread. And that's a plus 350. And I think that's a pretty good bet, pretty solid bet, because I don't see Raul Rosas dominating this fight by any means.
Yeah, I agree. Of all the fights I've seen on this card, this one stood out to me the most. Whenever I was just scanning through, and I was like, okay, Rosas is fighting. Terrence Mitchell, he's a really good stand-up fighter. Raul Rosas is a good wrestler, very good wrestler. But he kind of got exposed his last fight against a good fighter. And then I looked at the odds, and that just doesn't make sense at all. Like, I don't know what the hell they expect Terrence Mitchell to go out there and do and just go straight out there and get taken down. But if you rewatch Raul Rosas' last fight, he didn't even shoot a takedown. He just kind of charged in there, ran across the ring, tried to come, like, looked like he comes out a little too much before he fought, and thought he would just go in there and ragdoll him. And then he learned real quick that once the second round came, that it's a 3-round fight. And he got taken down. He got out-wrestled in the later rounds. He got outstruck big time. So I'm definitely leaning towards Terrence Mitchell in this one. I don't know. It's hard to say because we haven't seen Rosas' chin really get tested too much. But, I mean, the odds alone for Terrence Mitchell money line, it's too good to pass up.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Like, if you look at this fight, no odds involved, I would take Rosas. I mean, I think he has more upside. I think he has a pretty good skill set when it comes to grappling. His striking doesn't look too good, but he's shown that if he can get your back, he can get it done. But when you look at the odds, they don't make sense to, like, you don't see like dominant champions getting these kind of odds, you know? I don't even know if Khamzat has these kind of odds, you know? That shit is fucking crazy. So, yeah, absolutely would not bet on Raul Rosas. I want to see if any bets are coming in on the kid.
The odds makers are high on this one.
This one, for sure.
What the hell were they thinking? What, like, who is going to go look at this fight and like, oh, let's bet Raul Rosas? He's plus or minus 750, you said?
Yeah, listen to this fun fact. Why you should bet minus 770. Raul Rosas Jr. has won 7 of his 8 previous pro MMA fights. So bet that minus 770. Hell no. Oh, but if you listen to this, each of Terrence Mitchell's last 13 pro MMA fights have failed to go to the distance. Damn, I did not know that one. Each of Terrence Mitchell's last 6 pro fights have ended in round 1. Damn.
Either in his favor or against him, or what?
Well, yeah, just one against him with the Cameron Simon one. But the other 7 were all him. Yeah, exactly. Submission, rear naked choke. Submission, arm triangle. Submission, rear naked choke. Knockout, TKO. Submission, TKO. TKO, KO, TKO, TKO, KO. Yeah.
High on this.
They are high on these odds. I'm expecting to make some good money on this.
Yeah, I mean, we may be overlooking Raul's wrestling, but if this first round is going to be crazy. It's going to be like Kevin Holland versus Khamzat Chimaev almost, except I think Terrence Mitchell, I can't really say that. I think Rosas wrestling isn't Khamzat's level.
No, absolutely. You think?
No, well, obviously.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what the odds makers are thinking, is like all the hype behind him and everything, and he's after Chimaev, but I don't see it.
Yeah, that is pretty ridiculous. All right, next fight on the card, we have Kevin Big Mouth Holland versus Jack Della Maddalena. And damn, here we have maybe some of the lowest IQ fighters fighting, but they're coming to bang.
These guys are amazing fighters. I can't even comprehend why this fight came to like why these guys would want to fight each other, because they're both on they're on a rocket ship right now. Kevin Holland's been on a rocket ship. Jack Della Maddalena's been on a rocket ship. His last fight, he was expected to go out there and murder. Who was his last fight? I don't even know the dude's name. It was his first fight, wasn't it?
Who?
Jack Della Maddalena's his last fight. It was a guy who.
Oh yeah, he stepped up the last minute to fight.
Went 3 rounds with him. Had him hurt at
all
one
3.
Point, I think. I didn't rewatch the fight honestly before getting on, but I remember Jack Della Maddalena getting tested, and Kevin Holland, in my opinion, I've always had this opinion on Kevin Holland. Any fighter on the feet except Wonder Boy, Kevin Holland can beat or has a good chance. Like there's some fighters you think like he has a puncher's chance. Kevin Holland has a boxer's chance. He has every chance on the feet. Kickboxing, he has like a crazy weird style, but I think he has a chance on the feet with any. I'd like to see Kevin Holland fight Israel Adesanya. Honestly, I always wanted to see that fight just because styles make fights, and Kevin Holland really hasn't been bullied on the feet really except by Wonder Boy.
Yeah, one thing we can't forget about Kevin Holland is he has a good submission game too. And if Jack Della Maddalena does what he did in his last fight against Hafez, things are not going to go well for him. You see Mike Chiesa try to take him down, and when everyone thought it was going to be a Mike Chiesa submission, if anything, and ended up being a Kevin Holland submission. And I think personally, Kevin Holland is going to beat him everywhere, on the feet, on the ground. Jack Della Maddalena really reminds me of Drakus, so maybe if he can have a Drakus the performance here against Kevin Holland, then maybe. But I'm leaning way towards Kevin Holland to get it done anyway. Submission, KO, or by decision. I have him always. I do like him in this fight.
Yeah, I honestly thought the same thing about Jack Della Maddalena until I watched his last fight. I wasn't impressed with. The Randy Brown fight, I was beyond impressed. His striking is amazing. But then his last fight, he came out and it just didn't really line up really, because unless the other dude he was fighting, he was decent. But I think Kevin Holland, what's the reach? Yeah, Kevin Holland has 81-inch reach against him. I just think Kevin Holland can catch him anywhere on the feet. I think Jack's only chance really is trying to wrestle, but Kevin Holland, he showed in his last fight that he has really good takedown defense. His takedown defense has always been a little questionable, but it's not bad. And especially his last fight, he showed major improvement. And his last fight was very impressive, and I'm taking Kevin Holland in this fight for sure. I think he outclasses Jack Della Maddalena on the feet for sure.
Yeah, one more thing on this is Jack Della Maddalena is 15-2 overall, and he's on a 15-fight win streak. So that means he lost his first 2 pro fights and went on to win 15 straight till now. Yeah, that's a good story. That's a fun one. All right, next we have a championship fight on a fight night. I cannot remember the last time this happened. Pretty insane. Alexa Grasso defending her title against the GOAT of this division, Valentina Shevchenko.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Going back and watching Alexa Grasso versus Shevchenko, their previous fight, Shevchenko was winning on the ground, and Grasso was winning in boxing. Like she looked very good, and she has only looked better and better and better each and every fight that's gone. And I think Alexa Grasso's boxing. I know Shevchenko I think she was tweeting, she said something about her Muay Thai or something, Muay Thai national champion or world champion. She was talking about how, and then Grasso replied, that's why you wrestled me the last fight or whatever. I don't know, you can look up what they exactly said, but Grasso looked better on the feet to me in their last fight. Shevchenko looked like she had an advantage in the wrestling, but ultimately it led to Alexa Grasso catching her in one of her spinning attacks. And if you rewatch that fight, Shevchenko was throwing all those spinning and crazy kicks and spinning attacks because she wasn't really very confident on the feet against Grasso. And I think if Grasso has improved even more from her last fight, I think you could expect a knockout this fight. I don't think lightning strikes twice with the submission. I think Grasso can get it done with a knockout this time. She's looked better and better each and every fight. I think we should be expecting a knockout this fight for Grasso.
Looking at this fight, I don't know, honestly. Going into the last fight, I thought Alexa Grasso was going to be one, if only, people to be able to test Shevchenko, and she did it. And you see the squeeze that she put on her. It left her a white mark right here, and it wasn't even under the neck. So, and if she's going to tap to that, I think Grasso has some more stuff other than that. But her coach, who's also her uncle, Francisco Grasso, I think his name is. That guy's been killing it. I think he also coaches. I think he coaches Morales, and I think he also coaches Diego Lopez. And so, yeah, those are some pretty good guys, and he's bringing them up. I'm gonna take Alexa Grasso to defend here at a plus 145. I know I'm going with all the underdogs, but yeah, literally all but one underdog. And maybe it's not the best choice, but I'm gonna take her for the official pick.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick. I think Grasso's boxing has just gotten so much better over time. And Shevchenko, on the other hand, it almost seemed like she was so far ahead of the competition that no one would catch her. And then slowly, you seen that Tyler Santos fight?
Yeah.
She arguably lost that fight. And then Alexa Grasso, on the other hand, she has only looked better each and every fight. Her boxing is crisp. It's very clean. Everything about Grasso's stand-up game is good. And she showed that she can submit her. She showed that she's good on the ground. The only thing I'm worried about is a decision loss, a decision for Shevchenko. I think if Shevchenko can get it done, it's by decision, just if she wrestles her for 5 rounds and holds her down. But Grasso has a very good chance of knocking her out, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I'm probably going to stay away from betting this one, but I'm going to take Grasso. All right, now to our picks. I know you're so excited to give out your parlays this week. I'll let you go ahead with your safe parlay first.
I don't even have a safe parlay. I would just...
You never do.
No, I do normally. Well, I mean, they're more risky most of the time. But I mean, this one, it's just a toss-up. I have 4 fighters in mind or 3 fighters in mind. I've just been tossing around, mixing them up, trying to mix match all of the different ways, victories, and everything. But there's one thing I'm certain about: Kopylov by KO. That's certain. And Kopylov, Grasso, Holland, all by KO. But I mean, both sides. Grasso, money line, and then Holland, money line, Holland KO. Or Holland, you want to toss in there Holland by submission, shock the world like he did against Dan Chiesa. Last time I bet Kevin Holland to murder Chiesa, not by submission, but by KO. And he went out there, had him rocked, and tosses up a Darce choke. Yeah, the Darce choke so far on this channel has been my worst nightmare. So I'm not betting submission on Holland. I'm not even gonna bet KO. Probably I'll probably just bet money line or decision. Maybe I'll just toss it up and throw a decision. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have anything crazy. I'm not even gonna have a safe parlay. I'm gonna have a safe prop. Yeah, the only thing I got is Roman Kopylov to win by knockout. That's it. That's all I got. Minus 125.
Bet your house on it.
Yeah, I'm going to. Better believe it, son.
I'm going to use my child's college fund for it.
There you go.
Quick little double.
All right, go ahead with your long shot parlay, Joe.
My long shot parlay is the KO parlay.
Oh, fuck.
My long shot is I have a long shot parlay listed right here. I have Holland by KO and Grasso by KO. Check the odds on this. Holland by KO, Grasso by KO.
Oh, fuck.
It's so stupid. Why would I throw that's insane. Holland by KO, Grasso by KO. That's very likely to happen. And I think the odds were plus 6,400, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So $10 pays $6.50. That's not even that bad either. I don't know what you think about it, but Kevin Holland, KO, Grasso by KO, both very likely to happen. We haven't seen Shevchenko really get KO'd, but we've seen her get rocked, and I think Grasso's going to rock her.
Yeah, I like that one actually. It's a pretty good one. All right, but mine, you ready to hear it?
Yeah.
It's not going to be as crazy as yours. They never are. But let's go way back early on the card. Not really. All right, first one. Again, if it's guaranteed to hit, don't miss it. I got Roman Kopylov to win by TKO -125. Next one, I have Terrence Mitchell. Fucking amazing odds. Might as well throw that in there. +525. And then to finish it off, Kevin Holland +124. That's going to be a +2420. $10 to win $252.
Yeah.
Might throw some other
Yeah,
stuff
I'd suggest. Yeah, I know. It's just so fun. It's fun tossing these names around. Because in my head, I see Grasso. I see her winning by knockout, but it's so hard to bet that just because how good Shevchenko is. If I'm going to be risky, I'm going to do Shevchenko or Grasso by knockout, Holland by knockout, Kopylov by knockout. Put a little bit, just sprinkle a little on that, just a little bit, just because that might hit. And then I'm staying away from the Holland KO prop and all my other bets because he's going to go out there and throw up some crazy shit and get a eye poke stoppage or something. I don't even know. I'm scared to even bet anything on Holland because he's unpredictable. So Holland money line, he's going to go out there and win a split decision or something. I don't know. Holland money line, Kopylov by KO on everything, and then the fight's a toss up. But yeah. Oh, I haven't tossed Terrence Mitchell into any of my parlays, but I mean, I might throw
they're even throwing
a
something
long shot on him.
on it itself is pretty good.
I think Grasso though by knockout. That's my big pick of the card. My long shot of the card that come next weekend if that hits. I mean, that's just what I see. I can see into the future. I see Alexa Grasso knockout 3rd round, headshot dead.
Might as well bet the 3rd round part 2.
Pound for pound.
This shit's probably ridiculous. Yep. All right, Joe, I have one more segment before we go. We're going to play a game of Guess Who. So you're going to pick a fighter that's fought in the UFC. Obviously, no one too fucking unknown. It could be anyone retired, unretired, and we'll go back and forth asking yes or no questions. Loser has to chug a beer right after.
What the hell?
All right, I got my fighter.
Wait, what is it again? I wasn't even listening, to be honest.
Oh, you fat cunt. You have to
explain the rules again.
Yeah. So you pick a fighter, okay? It could be retired, not retired, but nothing fucking ridiculous, obviously. Someone we both obviously knows and the audience knows. And we're going to go back and forth asking yes and no questions, and first one to get their fighter wins.
Okay.
But you only get... No, actually, you get as many guesses as you want. But a guess counts as a question, so... I'll let you go first.
So do I get a hint in the beginning or anything?
No, nothing.
So you let me make my pick first and you guess?
No, I have my pick. I have my guy already. You pick your guy, and then you ask me a question.
Okay. Let me think of my guy real quick.
You can search him up if
you want. Let me think
of
my guy.
Things about him too, if you don't know. Say if I ask you a question and you don't know, you can just search it up.
Let me think for a second.
All right, no worries.
Because if I can't give you one of my fighters that you already know, because then you'll get them real fast. You know most of my favorite fighters. I can't.
Some signed
really?
Broncos jerseys too, yeah. But it don't even look like it says Tony Ferguson. Does that look like it says Tony Ferguson to you?
Not at all. You probably didn't even. You probably forgot.
Yeah, motherfucker probably forgot his
slack.
I tried this shit on. I don't know if it's a official UFC. I don't know if it's official UFC club, but damn, now I'm ready to fight. Oh fuck! Put this bitch on wrong.
All right, I have my guy.
All right, I'll let you go first. Go ahead, pal.
Ask you a question.
Yep. Yes or no.
A yes or no question. Was he a champion? Yes.
No.
Oh.
My turn. My question now. Is your fighter still active?
Yes.
Okay.
My turn.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Has your fighter?
On your question. This is why I wanted to say yes. You talking about UFC?
Okay.
Any champ?
Is it Dominic Cruz?
No.
On my question?
Yeah.
No, it's UFC champ.
Oh, okay, no.
What the hell? That narrows it down a lot.
It does narrow it down?
Yeah.
How?
That means he fought in Pride. Or okay, my turn, right?
That means he fought in Pride, Cage Warriors, fucking anything. All right, go ahead. Yes.
All right, is he has he fought in the last 6 months?
Who said it's a he? No.
Okay.
Is your fighter welterweight or heavier?
What? I thought it was yes or no.
It
yes,
is.
that is a yes or no. That's a bullshit. That's
What the fuck
bullshit.
are you saying to me?
Yes.
Okay, hell yeah.
Let me write some stuff down. All right. Is your fighter? Has they ever fought for a belt?
Actually, I don't know.
Huh. I don't remember what my second question was.
Oh, yes, absolutely, yeah. Yes. Has your fighter ever fought for a title?
Yes.
All right.
Is your fighter in the men's rankings?
No.
Nice.
That's a good question.
Now I know I'm not going to get it.
Why?
I'm not going to get it now.
Yes, you are. All right. You might. I don't know. You're kind of... Nobody said it was a man either. But is your fighter American?
Yes.
Okay.
That's an easy one. So she was a champ. It can't be Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I already asked you in the men's rankings.
Oh, you did ask that, you fuck. Damn.
So she
Who
can't
said it's a
be
woman, though?
Ronda Rousey.
Who said
Joanna
nobody said it's a
Jędrzejczyk.
woman, though?
Oh, it's that one person. The one that's fighting Logan Paul.
I think you're just asking dumb questions.
The one that's fighting Logan Paul.
What?
Who's the person fighting Logan Paul?
What do you mean by is your fighter in the men's UFC ranking? What does that mean?
Like, are they
in the top 15 right now?
Like a man? Are they a male? Are they a male?
That was not your question. You can ask that now.
Well, I meant men's rankings. Like,
you can ask that now.
oh my god! So, is it a man?
Yep.
You son of a bitch! I was over here thinking of Joanna Jędrzejczyk and.
All right. My question: your fighter is American.
Bullshit.
Has your fighter ever fought Israel Adesanya?
No.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, I'm gonna throw you a curveball with this one, buddy. Is your fighter? They fight at 170.
No. Is your fighter fight at 170?
Damn it. No.
Okay.
You already asked if they were. Oh, you said welterweight and above. Did your fighter fight below 170?
Yes. Is your fighter fight at 185?
No.
Okay.
Cage Warriors champ, a Pride champ, fought for a belt below 170.
Ooh, I think I might know who your guy is.
Fought for a belt, a champ in another organization below 170. Trying to think of. I already asked you. You tell me the answer to my other question. I didn't get it. I don't remember
Ask
it.
your question.
Did they fight in the last 6 months?
I said no.
Okay, now let me get my next question.
Okay.
Are they retired?
Yep. There you go. That should have been your first question. My next question. Have we seen your fighter fight live?
No.
Oh, damn. All right. That narrows, I guess, a couple of people.
Is it Cowboy? Yeah.
No.
What?
Yeah, I don't. I think you're way off. Let me see. Did your fighter ever fight John Jones?
No.
He did it?
Yes.
Oh, he did. There you go.
Yeah. Oh man, you're fucking. I gotta get your fighter now. Ally Quinta.
What the fuck? No. Let me
What?
see. I don't know why you're saying what. Oh man. All right. American fighter that just fought recently. Is your fighter Rampage Jackson?
No.
Okay.
Fights below 170. I want to guess again because I think I got it now.
Just narrow it down.
Is your fighter from the United States?
Yeah. Is your fighter in the UFC right now?
Yes.
Active in the UFC? What the
Yes.
fuck?
Yes. Is your fighter from the West?
Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! I have to guess now. Active in the UFC. John Jones' last opponents are Ciryl Gane, not American. Before that, Daniel Cormier, American, not active. Before that, we have Dominic Reyes, not him. Before that, who the fuck is still active? That's what I'm trying to think. Active and fought John Jones. Yeah, it's not a lot of people.
Get another hint.
No, I can't afford another hint. Oh, fuck me. You're going to beat me, you fat cunt. No. That's the. This is my only guess. Oh fuck! There's two. No, he's retired. Okay, I'm gonna go. Is your fighter OSP?
No.
I can't. Go ahead.
Is your fighter? So he's a West Coast guy, a West Coast fella, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He's retired.
Tired.
His last name is Diaz. He was a champ in another organization. He fought for a belt. Is it Nick Diaz?
No, Nick Diaz is over 170.
Oh my God. Nate.
Who the fuck else? Uriah Hall is retired. OSP, I don't know if he was retired, but he fought Jones, and he's over 170, and he's American. Who else has Jones fought? Golly, am I just skipping someone entirely? Fuck, dude.
Ask another hint.
I'm gonna have to. Is your fighter white?
Yes.
I'm lost now.
Is your fighter Nate Diaz? What?
It's not. Okay. Oh, fuck me. Who the fuck
He's
has
in the West?
John Jones fought that's white?
What the
And
hell?
American.
U.S. West Coast?
Fought Jones, white and active in the UFC. Am I just fucking being stupid? Jones, white, UFC.
Yeah, you are. You lied.
I have not lied yet. Did you write all your questions down?
Yeah. Well, I wrote down the answers.
I should have. Let me see. John Jones fought someone white, and their name is... Fuck, man. I'm just going to have to throw another hint out there. White American. Did John Jones fight them in the last 5 years?
I'm almost certain.
Oh, fuck me. I know exactly who it is. Oh, I'm stupid.
No, you can't guess yet.
I know.
In 5 years, yeah.
Okay, I know who it is.
Sorta.
Go ahead.
Is your fighter Cage War or a champ in a different organization? Fought for a belt below 170. They're retired. They're from the U.S. and they're West Coast based. Johnny Hendricks.
No. It's your fighter,
What
Anthony
the fuck?
Smith.
Yes.
God, I'm so dumb. What the fuck?
That wasn't even that hard.
I thought
You
you
had
got
it narrowed
mine.
down so far.
I thought you got mine.
Who the hell else is from the West Coast?
You ready? The California Kid.
Uriah Faber?
Yes.
He was a champ, I thought.
Not in the UFC? Hell no. The only UFC
What?
bantamweight champions
You know what's
ever.
insane?
Dominic Cruz, Renan Barão, fucking Cody
Oh my god, you know what's insane?
TJ Dillashaw, what?
My first guess, I'm not even fucking kidding, my first guess was Dominic Cruz or Uriah Faber. And I said Dominic Cruz, and then I was like, well, it's not Dominic Cruz. And I was like, well, Uriah. And then I asked, was he a champ? And you said not in the UFC. And I was like, damn, Uriah Faber was a champ. So then I moved on, and I was like, well,
Damn.
oh my god.
Damn. When you
That's
said
crazy.
West Coast,
That's crazy, Dad.
I did not think you were thinking the Diaz brothers. I thought you were thinking him because he's the fucking California Kid.
Damn. That was my first and my second guess. I thought Dominic Cruz, Uriah Faber, because those were like the most notorious guys that fought in the WEC.
He was a WEC
And Uriah
champ.
Faber was a champ in the WEC, and he beat Dominic Cruz in the WEC. And I was like, well, and then they fought in the UFC, and Dominic Cruz beat him, but I thought he had the title at one point whenever Cruz was hurt. Because they fought so many damn times. I thought one of those was a damn title defense. That's crazy.
All right, well, that sums it up. See you next week, pal.